Yeah, I mean, the reality is you're one guy and you're going against a state like China. I don't want to. I'm trying to think of a diplomatic way to say this, but the truth is, if they really want to do something, the resistance you can put up is pretty
Yeah.
minimal, right?
Yeah, that's. I mean, I before I book. I mean, there's a lot of struggle before the book came out. I consult people who in this kind of situation, like Bill Browder. He
Bill
wrote he
Browder.
wrote a book.
Yeah.
Yeah, Browder wrote a book on Red Notice, right? Actually, he's a friend. I consult him. Like, how should I arrange my security, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, but reality is, me versus a state, a party with 90 million members, second largest control, the second largest economy. That's absolutely nothing I can do. If they want me dead or they want me anything, right? That's very little I can do. But in that regard, I have to say, America is the safest country in the world. I mean, I have been in dialogue with the FBI in the US. They are very good compared to, what I've seen and experienced in Europe.
Really? So you're
It's
because you're
another class above. It's another.
really.
They are protective, lot better intelligence, and they're willing to do things about it.
That's interesting. I'm trying to think of what I can say here. I have had some experience with Chinese intelligence operations and the FBI in the United States, and they take things seriously where you would think, oh, they're not going to believe me, they're not going to care, and they do not only believe you, but they're on it. They are, and it was surprising to me too, because you don't usually expect efficient police response from the U.S. government about something that sounds kind of insane, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, given my experience, I really have to say. I mean, I tell them myself. I mean, I tell the Brits and I tell the Europeans, the American FBI just another class above you guys.
That's interesting. But you're still UK based. So yeah, come on, Scotland Yard, get on it, right? Are there I mean, I know there's a lot of CCP agents in the US, especially in the United Kingdom. Do they harass you at all?
So far, nothing has happened. So we're like cross our finger, like keep it that way.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. You were friendly with many people in Xi Jinping's inner circle. How do you assess his character? Do you think he's a socialist zealot like many people seem to think, or is he more on the other end of the spectrum?
First of all, I think he's a second generation. He sees himself as an emperor to rejuvenate the dynasty.
Mhm.
That's how he sees himself when he come on, when he get on a job. And then 10 years ago, 2012. And then so he has a vision. Well, I don't know about vision. He wants to rejuvenate and re-engineer the entire country to the ideals of the Communist Party. And then to give Communist Party such vitality, they can rule forever over China. I mean, they actually put it, change the constitution again and put it in there. The Communist Party going to rule over China forever, essentially. And that's what he wants to do. And that is I think for everybody, including Chinese in China, that's the most dangerous thing because he is re-engineering the entire country in every dimension. And then every one of us don't know what's the end state he has in mind. I'm not sure even he knows where's the end state he has in mind. But he's definitely, whether you look at the tech industry, the education industry, the state, the private economy, the relationship with the West, with America, and then he's re-engineering the country, restructuring the country in every dimension. In his view, that's for the longevity of the party's control over China, and that's where it's going to end. That's the most dangerous thing.
Yeah, especially looking at what's happening with Russia and Putin. It's like a lot of times dictators' end game is, well, I'm going to die and I don't really know what's going to happen after that. And it's like instability, infighting, possibly war. Hard to say. But these guys aren't necessarily thinking about how it's going to end for everyone else. That's not really in their nature, is it?
In Xi Jinping's mind, that the relationship with Russia and Putin is an enemy of my enemy is my friend. So in his mind, in CCP's mind, the biggest threat to their existence is America, is the United States of America. So enemy of my enemy is my friend. So who are their friends? North Korea is their friend. Yeah. Iran is their friend. I mean, they signed a contract for $500 billion to buy oil from Iran, right? And Russia is their friend, right? So so that's no way they're going to ditch. They're going to manage the relationship with the rest of the world, but they're not going to ditch Russia despite everything's happening right now with Ukraine.
Yeah, for sure. No, that totally makes sense.